folks, how you doing today? My name's Eric. Thanks for stopping by to check out my video today. On this episode of Smo'King, I'm going to be cooking a beef roast. I have the round roast. I have a 5-pound roast here I just picked up at Sam's Club. Now normally this is an inexpensive piece of meat. It's very lean and sometimes it's really tough unless you cook it properly. That's why I decided to cook it with my Sous Vide machine. We're going to be cooking this for a total of 21 hours. It's going to make sure this meat is absolutely delicious. Real basic seasonings here. I got salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder. We're going to coat it with a little bit of Worcestershire sauce, and that's it. We're going to finish it off on a hot grill to brown it when it's done, and this is going to be some of the most delicious beef roast you've ever tried. So stick around. I'll show you how to do this step by step. Let's get cooking. So here we are. I have the roast out of the package. It did have a little bit of fat on it, so I trimmed it off. You don't have to be concerned about a little strip of it here and there. It's going to melt away after cooking for 21 hours. So what we do now is we take a little Worcestershire sauce. You can also use olive oil. I like the Worcestershire sauce because it's got a little bit more flavor than olive oil. And I think with beef, it's particularly good. So that's what I prefer using. But feel free to use olive oil. It works just as well. So yeah, just a nice little coating on all sides. We don't want to go crazy with it, just enough to get it a little bit wet here. And then we're just going to put on our 4 basic ingredients here. We're going to do a little salt. You know how it all works, guys. We're going to let this sit for around 15-20 minutes on the counter while the sous vide machine heats up. A little bit of pepper. We're going to do a light sprinkling of some garlic powder. And last but not least, some onion powder. Now feel free to use any kind of rub you want. If you have a favorite barbecue rub or something, whatever flavor you like, you could just do salt and pepper too. That's really all you need. So I'm going to go ahead and finish coating all sides of this, and I'm going to get it vacuum sealed in a bag. Since I'm going to be cooking this now for 21 hours, I definitely recommend, if you have a vacuum sealer, to seal it that way. And I'm actually going to double bag it, because the last thing you want is to have a hole in your bag after you've cooked it for 10-12 hours and kind of ruins the whole thing. So I'm going to be double bagging it with a little bit of Worcestershire sauce, and that's it. So I'll be back in a second and show you how that looks like when we're ready to put it in. Alright, I'm back. I have it completely sealed, double sealed, very nice. Now we're going to cook this at 132 degrees. There we go, my timer went off, for 21 hours. Now I have to give credit where credit is due. A friend of mine on a website that I frequent, smokingmeatforms.com, named Bear Carver, is the one that came up with this specific temperature and this specific time. He was experimenting with this cut of meat. He tried one for 27, 28 hours. He did one for 24 hours. And then he did this one for 21 hours. And he said, I'm done experimenting. I found the perfect temperature cook time combo. So I'm taking his advice. So if it comes out good, I owe credit to you, Bear Carver. Anyway, that's pretty much it, guys. We're just going to stick this in 21 hours. Whoops. What I'm going to do tonight before I go to bed, whenever you cook really long with sous vide, you have to worry about water evaporation. So I'm going to put some foil over this before I go to bed. I'm just going to keep the foil off it for now because I can obviously see the water, and so it's going to be several hours. We're only early afternoon here before I go to bed, so I'm just going to let it do its thing. 21 hours, 132 degrees. So now we just let the machine do its work. That's all it takes. It's super easy, super delicious when it's done. You'll see tomorrow. So until then, guys, I'll see you tomorrow. We'll take this thing out and we'll finish it off, and I'll show you how it looks like. See you later. Since I have a long 21 hours to wait, I'm going to enjoy a winter beverage from Samuel Adams. It's called Winter Lager. Warm and festive. A lager brewed with orange peel, cinnamon, and ginger. Now, for you unfamiliar with Samuel Adams, they're a little independent brewery out of Boston, Massachusetts. And they make a lot of good beer. Just about everything I've tried from them. They have their original, they just call it Boston Lager. That's their, you know, their signature beer. But they make all kinds of seasonal stuff like this. I looked on the website. They only make this from October to December. So that's why they call it Winter Lager. They make some summer ales. They make some stouts. They make all kinds of delicious stuff, and everything I've tried has been really good. Saw this in the store, never tried it, so here goes nothing. Again, guys, I appreciate you watching my video. Feel free to leave comments, suggestions below. I try to read and answer every single one of them. Thanks again for watching. Cheers. Okay, it doesn't smell, maybe a little bit of a orange peel, maybe? Here goes nothing. Wow. Okay. Initially it's sweet and malty. A little bit of sweetness, not too bad. I can taste the orange. I can taste, it almost tastes like caramel. Like an orangey caramel flavor. I'm trying hard to taste the cinnamon and the ginger. I taste a little bit ginger right there. I don't taste cinnamon. It's good. It's got a lot of flavor. A very kind of mild, sweet, malty flavor. It's a little sweet initially, but it's a very clean finish. Not much of an aftertaste, except you can taste a little bit of that ginger at the end. Reminds me of a German Bock beer. Wow, that's actually very good. Certainly something to drink on a cold winter's night. Although it's not really cold and wintry, even though we are in December. But there you go, guys. 20 hours, 48 minutes. Oh, I can't wait, man. Hopefully some of you watching this video just got your brand new sous vide machine for Christmas. I've seen these things now selling under $100. I saw the least expensive one I saw was $69. But there's some sales on Amazon going on right now. We're a couple weeks before Christmas. $99. Normally they're around $200. So I definitely recommend one. If you like eating red meat, you like eating steaks particularly, and you always have a hard time cooking it properly, this takes all the guesswork out of it, believe me, and you'll see tomorrow when I cut into this. On a real lean steak, you know, like a filet mignon or a New York or something, you only need to go 2-3 hours max because the meat's very tender. On a tougher cut of meat like this, that's what's so great about the sous vide machine. You just do it for a longer duration, and that helps some of the collagen in the meat break down and gives the meat a different type of consistency that you've never tried before. So this is going to be something that's going to be absolutely delicious. That anyone, if I described it to them beforehand that it was a beef roast, they're probably not going to believe me. They're probably going to think it's a nice steak of some sort. So I'm going to let the machine do its work. I'm going to enjoy my winter lager. Again, guys, thank you so much. Cheers. Thanks for watching. We'll meet back here tomorrow afternoon at the 21-hour mark, and we'll go from there. See you in a little bit, or see you tomorrow. Cheers. Here we are, 21 hours later. It just beeped a few seconds ago. So we are done. There we go, second time. So I'm going to turn it off. When I woke up this morning, one end of it started floating a little bit, which is common when you do sous vide. So I just took find something heavy. Sometimes people put a spoon or something in there, something, some kind of kitchen utensil to just hold it underwater. You want it completely submerged. So here we are. Let's get this thing cut open, see what we're looking at. There's definitely a lot of juice in the bag. Alright, let's get this thing out. It smells good. It smells some garlic. Alright. Now this isn't going to look very attractive, Oops. And like I said, I'm going to save this. It's going to make some delicious gravy. Alright. So now all we want to do is just dry it off. Get it nice and dry. We're going to let it sit here for a little bit. It's perfectly cooked. But you can see it looks kind of pale and slimy. So I'm just going to pat it off with some paper towels. And then I'm going to go outside, get that grill going really hot. We're just going to sear this on each side for a couple minutes just to get a little crisp on it. So that's it, guys. I'll meet you outside in a minute. Alright, here we are. Just outside here, get the grill warmed up for a few minutes. Just wanted to show you how it looks like when it's dried off. Looks great, but we got to put a little crust on there. We'll throw this on the grill in a second. Alright, it's pretty much done. Just want to get a little crispy on each side. Looking good. I'm going to take this off. I'm just going to let it rest for a few minutes before I slice into it, and we're going to be ready. Meet you guys inside. So here it is, fresh off the grill. I'm just letting it rest for a little bit. Man, oh man. It looks and smells wonderful. Just wanted you guys to get a good look. We'll slice into this in just a second. Alright, the moment we've all been waiting for. Let's slice into this thing and see what we got and how it looks like on the inside. Hold this down a little bit. Ooh, look at that. I'm cutting kind of 1/8 of an inch thick slices. Wow. You can make this sandwiches, whatever you want. Let's take a look here. Let me just take this piece right here. See if we can take a look at that. Alright. Wow. Lots of juice. Alright. Moment of truth here. Try a little piece with that crust on there. Oh man. Wow. What's really throwing me off is the texture. It's, wow, very, very tender. Oh my goodness. Melts in your mouth. Wow. Thank you, Bear Carver. You were right on the consistency of this. Wow. This is delicious, guys. Look at this. Look at how juicy. Looks absolutely wonderful. Let me get my family out here to try this. See how they like it. We have the family here. My wife Monica, my son Kyle.
Hi.
All right, try a piece, everyone.
I'm excited.
Go ahead, Kyle.
The color is perfect. It's like the perfect medium rare, but it's not like... The meat is more tender.
Awesome. It's
hard to explain. I think cooking it for 21 hours just takes the consistency of the meat and breaks it down a little bit. It's so much more tender. It's hard to describe.
It does. It takes a normally tough piece of meat.
into like a really chewy piece.
And it makes it so tender.
You don't have to chew it that much. It's like heaven.
Well, thanks again, guys, for watching. You saw how easy it was. If you like what you see, please like my video, subscribe to my channel, check out some of my other smoking and sous vide videos. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye.